Hey everybody, this is Josh Staley with Brinkley RV, and today we are really excited to announce a brand new lineup for us. It's the Model GX series. Now your Model GX series focuses on weight and towability. You've been asking for it, we've been listening. We've been in the kitchen cooking this one up. We're really excited because this has dual axle on certain floor plans, which a lot of you have been concerned about triple axle. We now have a dual axle offering, and it's going to be a lot lighter weight. Those of you that are concerned about trucks, this is going to be the model for you. I know what you're thinking. Josh, what's the difference between a G and a GX? Well, I'll tell you this. A GX still has everything in it that makes a Brinkley a Brinkley. It still has the Model G DNA in it as well. I'll tell you what we didn't change. We didn't change the graphics. We didn't change the frame. We didn't change the sidewall construction. We didn't change the roof. We do still have, before you even ask, the impact guard roofing on top. It has everything in it that makes a Brinkley. We just put it in a lighter weight package. Behind me is our first floor plan, the 3500X. Now I'm going to point out some of the stuff that is Brinkley DNA right now. First off, we have your automotive exterior graphics. We have your Euro square frameless windows, which open up to 6 inches. And also you'll notice on the outside, we don't put any silicone. This is sealed just like your car. All Brinkleys are sealed from the inside out. Here we are at the passenger storage of 3500X. I want to point out a couple things to you. Number one, hot and cold shower, outside shower. We're going to have this on both sides of the unit. That's just like every Brinkley that's out there. It's part of our DNA. Bluetooth switches for your Firefly control system. Yes, I did say Firefly. The GX series will have the Firefly control system in it. You're going to have light switches in here. You're going to have switches for your main slides and your bed slides, so you can operate those from outside your coach. You can see your Rockford Fosgate components in here. On GX, we're going to have a 3-zone Rockford Fosgate system that still has subs inside and outside of your unit. The GX is going to have a rubberized coin foiling here in the passenger storage. I'm going to pull back the divider panel here so you can see a couple different things. We've already removed the divider wall. What you can see here is our Thermoflex Never Kink ducting. You're going to be able to see our plumbing also. A couple things about our plumbing. We use all residential Plex plumbing. We use brass fittings on all our plumbing, and all the plumbing has individual shutoffs for each line. Another thing you can see here is your single stage water filter, which will be standard on all GXs. Here in the front bulkhead of the GX, you're going to see those familiar blue boxes. We're using Victron Multi Plus as our inverter. We also have a Victron solar charge controller. Now that's going to work with your 400 watts of solar on top. We have two 200 watt panels. You also have some switches here that work for your storage lights and your camera power. This does have a backup camera as well. And then you have your battery disconnect and then your solar disconnect all up here in the front. Here in the lower portion of your front bulkhead storage, we got a couple things. This is your reservoir for your hydraulic system. This is going to run your slides, your main slides on this unit, and your leveling. Here you have your Dexter brake actuator. That is going to help out with your disc brakes. Yes, disc brakes are standard on GX line. Here you're going to have all your main breakers for your coach. Down here we also have your self-heated 200 amp hour lithium battery, which does come standard with the GX. We're using the same generator on our GX that we do on our Model G. It's your RVMP flex fuel generator. Now this is also an inverted generator and it's fuel injected. Inverter generator means it's only going to rev up to the RPMs of the power that you're drawing from it. Also, this is dual fuel, which means it's going to use gas or LP. We do have a 30-gallon gas tank along with the fuel station gas tanks. So you're going to have two 30-gallon gas tanks on this GX. Your front one fuels your generator. Or you can flip a switch and switch it over to your LP for power. The other thing I like about this generator, you can start it 4 different ways. There's an emergency pull start. There's a push button start on the front of the generator. You can start it from your app, or you can start it from the Firefly system inside. Your front cap on this 3500X is going to have automotive lenses and LED lights. Another thing you'll notice is that we're using GenY as a standard hitch on the GX series as well. We love the GenY hitch. It's got a great torsion system in here that really takes away a lot of those bumps and bruises on the road. Here we are at the convenience panel of the 3500X. I want to point out some stuff to you. Here we still have electronic dump valves. Here is your Nautilus panel. We've loved the Nautilus panel at Brinkley. We use it for every single product that we build. It's going to be included with your 65-foot freshwater hose that's on a reel. You're going to have an outlet out here. You're going to have a light. And the other thing you're going to notice is your Starlink prep. Starlink prep gives you a lot of flexibility. The first thing is you can plug in your Starlink satellite if you have it on the tripod right here in your wet bay, or you can mount it to the roof. We also have a port up on the roof for Starlink. So if you want to mount it on the roof, you can plug in right there. And then they all terminate above one of the kitchen cabinets. You're going to have another port there where you can plug in your router, and then it's also going to have a power outlet for your router as well. I'm standing under the bedroom slide of a Model GX. One thing I want to point out, just like our Model Gs, we use only composite slide out floors and we insulate them. Another thing I want to show you is our LP bottles. These are 30-pound bottles, which come standard. Now you do have room for 40-pound bottles if you do want to upgrade them. The other thing that we have on these is the LP IQ gauge, and that's going to show you a level of how much LP you have in there so you don't have to guess. Here's a feature that you seasoned campers will love. Brinkley uses clear termination caps. If you ever go to dump your tanks and something's sitting there waiting for you, you're not surprised. You're going to be ready for it because you can see it through the clear cap. Another thing that's over here is our fuel station along with your fuel tanks. We talked about it earlier with your generator. Your front tank is 30 gallons for your generator. Your rear tank is 30 gallons for your fuel station. No camper's ever said there's too much awning space on a unit. That's why on GX we give you 3 awnings on the campsite and then an awning off the back over your patio. Now the other thing those awnings are going to have is LED light strips underneath them. They are all dimmable. You're also going to have LED lights underneath your camper as well. Now the other cool thing that those things do is when you put your truck into reverse and you're hooked up to your camper, we have a max vision lighting system that all the lights on this exterior of the camper are going to turn on, so you're going to be able to back up to even the darkest of spots. Standard on your second entry for Model GX are your flip-up MORryde steps. These are going to give you a nice stable entry into the second door. The running gear we're using on Model GX is 17.5-inch custom wheels wrapped in H-range tires that are Uniroyal, which are made by Michelin. Now, this is a dual axle on the 3500X. Because of that, these will be 8,000-pound axles. And we're going to use the Dexter EasyFlex suspension system on it as well. Now, we are going to build some triple axle Model GXs. And when we do that, you'll have 7,000-pound axles on those because there'll be 3 of them. The other thing I want to remind you is we do have disc brakes standard, so you have maximum stopping power going down the road. Also standard on our running gear is going to be our banded TPMS system. We're going to give you a nice monitor that's going to fit in your truck so you can monitor not only your tire pressure, but also the temperature as well. Here at the entry door, we got some awesome features on GX. First off is this extended grab handle. I'm standing on the ground, I can reach it, and then it helps me securely get up into the coach. Speaking of securely, we're using MORryde flip-down steps here at your entry door. These are touching the ground. They're very stable. The treads can flip up to get rid of debris before you fold it into your coach so you don't have to dump all that dirt into your entry door there. Speaking of your entry door, we have a couple different features on that. First off, we have your screen defender. This is going to protect your screen door from your pets clawing at it and possibly ripping your screen. The other thing we have is your screen assist and your screen shot. The screen assist just helps you separate your screen door from your entry door, and then the screen shot automatically closes that door because we all know kids forget to close it all the time. And then here on your entry door, you're going to have your window with integrated shade for privacy. You're going to have your RV lock on the outside with your combination lock. It also comes with key fobs. And one last thing I like to point out is underneath here at the entry door, we have an LP quick connect. So if you want to connect a grill or a fire pit outside, you can easily do so from this area right here. Now let's go take a look at the inside. The first thing you're going to notice inside this 3500X is the residential interior, or a CraftSense construction. What that means is you're going to see not a lot of staples and putty and everything smeared all over the inside. Everything's nice and clean. That includes soft close kitchen cabinet doors, and not only that, we have adjustable shelves in our kitchen overheads. We have solid surface countertops. In the Model GX, we have a pull down silverware drawer. These are very residential features that we include in all the GX lineup. Another thing I want to point out is our islands are on steel island bases, and they're also attached to the frame for maximum durability. One thing I love to point out to customers is our dovetail drawer boxes. These are nice, they're smooth, they've been sanded down, and they have that dovetail construction for maximum durability. Another thing you're going to notice is our slide out fascias. They're going to be all one piece. There's no center block that connects two pieces together. That's, again, all heading back to that craft sense construction that we do. And our kitchen island has got a couple of features. First off, we have a dedicated place for your paper towel, and we have dual pull-out trash cans here. All you chefs out there are going to love the appliances in the 3500X. We start off with a GE residential refrigerator. Now, this does have an ice maker in it with a water line that's run to it, and it is heated, so it's not going to freeze up during the winter. We have a 30-inch microwave, and then we have a giant 4-burner cooktop oven. You can see how big this oven is. You could cook a Thanksgiving turkey in here with no problem. Another thing is, if you're doing a lot of cooking, you need to have places to put stuff. On the 3500X, you have this giant pantry. It does have pull-out drawers that are nice and deep, so you can store all your dry goods in here. Your 3500X is going to come standard with a 50-inch smart TV. Now, to get the maximum sound of that TV, we already talked about that Rockford Fosgate sound system outside. Again, you got sub outside, you got a sub inside. This is going to be your remote for that. You can control all 3 panels from here. Under your TV, you're going to have your fireplace that does put out electric heat. Speaking of electric heat, this unit has 3 air conditioners on it, and all 3 air conditioners have heat strips in them with heat pumps, so you can have 4 electric heaters on this unit. And you're going to be super comfortable in all that heat on this 4-seat sofa. Now, these do all recline, and they do have heat and massage also. We spoke about this briefly outside, but your GX is going to come with our Firefly command system. I love this system. It's super responsive. You can control your whole entire coach in here. You can also connect it to your phone. One of the great things about this is you can control all the lighting in this coach, and every single light in this coach is dimmable. The bathroom in your GX is going to have some spa-like features, starting off with your one-piece fiberglass shower with glass shower door. Now in that, you're going to have a residential shower system with handheld sprayer. You're going to have a dedicated linen closet. You're going to have a special spot just for your trash can that's built in. You're going to have a solid surface counter in here that's got a lot of countertop space and drawers, actual drawers for storage in your bathroom, along with your lighted medicine cabinet. The first thing you're going to notice in this bedroom is a king-size bed. We also are going to have a queen bed option. And yes, there is storage underneath it. All you got to do is lift it up. We have nice mirrored wardrobe doors right in front of our closet that does have a lighted closet rod. The other thing you're going to see is we have these nice big storage cabinets up here that also include washer dryer prep. So if you want to put a stackable washer dryer up here, you can. Now we also have a secondary washer dryer prep in the garage as well. Above your window, you're going to have a smart TV, and then under it, you're going to have your dresser. Now the great thing about our dresser is it has lots of drawers with those Brinkley dovetail drawer boxes. The other thing you're going to have is your top slides open for extra storage. To keep it cool in the summer, your GX is going to have 3 GE profile air conditioning units. Now all 3 can be run at the same time, either on your 50 amp service or your generator. Now I mentioned this before, but all 3 also have heat pumps, so you have electric heat coming out of all 3. The garage on the 3500X is an 11-foot. Now, we're also going to make this same floor plan with a 17-foot garage, and that'll be the 4000X. Now that'll be a triple axle, where your 3500X is a dual axle. Some of the other things I want to point out are your washer dryer prep that is back here. This is your garage version. You're going to have camera prep back here as well. Now, we're just prepping it. We're not giving you the camera, but if you want to keep an eye on your toys while you're going down the road, you can buy that extra camera, and it'll hook up to the extra spot that we give you on that screen that goes into your truck. And you're going to have a half bath in here as well on your 3500X. Come around the back of the garage, you're going to notice our Happy Jack bed lift system. The top is going to be a queen bed. The second layer is going to be 2 couches that actually also convert to a queen bed. Now we all do have an option where you can get 2 queen beds back here if you are wondering. Your garage floor is going to be a rubberized coin flooring system. And on top of that, we have our VersaTrack system. Now we're going to give you a bunch of different tie downs that you can put down in here that are all movable and are rated at 2,500 pounds each. Something else about the garage floor. At Brinkley and GX, we insulate all the way under from the front of the garage floor to the back. And not only do we insulate it, but we duct forced heat back here too. Some people are using this as a second living room or an office or a bedroom. We want to make sure this area stays warm as well. That stands true for all of our frames. From the front to the back, in your main living area, we insulate the frame rails, we insulate the underbelly, we duct force heat into that underbelly, and then we have heat pads on all those tanks as well. Our 3 seasons door, which comes standard on a GX, has a lot of great features on it. First, there's 3 panels. This middle panel acts as your door to go in and out. They also have glass panels on it, so you can put them up and keep all the water out. And these are oriented the right way, so if water hits the outside, it actually runs all the way down the outside and none of the water leaks into the inside of your coach. Now to fold these up, you just open up the door and slide the panels open. Walking out from the garage, you're gonna step onto your GX patio system. Now, this is a MORride zero gravity ramp door. It's on a ballast system. It's really light. You can operate it with 2 fingers. Now, what's in the patio position, it can hold 1,500 pounds. When you put it down into the ramp position, it can hold 3,000 pounds. And this is a 100-inch ramp door, so your loading angle is gonna be awesome for motorcycles. The other thing you're gonna see is our patio system. This has got rails that go all the way around it. It easily folds up behind your garage door when you wanna shut it. And then you have a door here at the end for easy entry and exit. Thank you for taking the time to joining me on our brand new introduction of the GX line and our 3500X floor plan. For more information, visit BrinkleyRV.com or your local dealer.